on this little road from White Cliffs to Tibuburra, and it's a beautiful road. Highly recommended. It's stunning mountain range over there, which I'd never seen before. So I realised I haven't done this road because I've never seen that range before. You see it coming up here now. Look at that. Oh, it's a magnificent road. Beautiful country. So this top area, you know, if you're in New South Wales, it's a trip to Tibuburra and back again, you know, which is, you can get to Cameron's Corner, down a broken hill or across the top to Lightning Ridge. Gorgeous country, and yeah, anyway, so it's been great. White Cliffs to Tibuburra. It's a great road, and had a good camp last night. So I'll head in Tibuburra, get some fuel, have a shower probably. We can grab a shower there, and head across to the Strzelecki. Alright guys, didn't make the grade. It's an old, beautiful old shearing shed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stand shed. The old, well, that's a newer press, and that's the original press. That'd be a hand operated press. Ronaldson and Tippett. Look at that. Here's a hydraulic one. Yeah, beautiful old shed. Pretty much abandoned. They would have dragged the bales out in here and loaded them onto a truck. Seeing old scales there to weigh them. Hey? Yep. This would have been alive with blokes and people and boys 50 years ago. It'd be sheep, thousands of sheep. It's just like being left. Days gone by, such a shame. These boys worked hard. It's a hard game, shearing. Yeah, I worked in a few sheds when I was younger. So I used to love it. It was yeah, he just loves the shearing sheds, the smell of the wool and the blokes working hard. That's the rest of it. I used to love it. Yeah, so this is the track between Tibuburra and Cameron's Corner. And generally I've been through here 5 or 6 times before heading to the Simpson, and once went down the Strzelecki in the old panel van. So yeah, did this track with Pedy 25 years ago in the old panel van in summertime at 50 degrees, and one of us used to have to sit on the roof because it was too hot in the front on the bench seat for 3 boys. So I was driving, wanted to sit on the roof and wanted to be there, passenger seat. Yeah, we did this trip back then. It was only a single lane track back then. Anyway, have a look at this beautiful road. Tibuburra to Cameron's Corner. And yeah, it's a great time of the year. May, TV drive, no flies at all at the moment. Not too hot at all. Not too cold, so it's a great time of year to be out in this area. Anyway, it's Cameron's Corner, across to Murdy, down the Strzelecki. That's the plan, and yeah, the truck's going really well. You know, it's weighted down, it's pretty heavy, but it's driving Lecky south. Catch up to Richard tomorrow. Alright, thanks guys. Right, well here's Cameron's Corner. So South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland, and that's the point there. So we'll keep heading to Moolawatana, and then it's about an hour and a bit, and then down the Lecky. Yeah. Right, so this is the track from Cameron's Corner across to Moolawatana, and it's just basically like a mini Simpson Desert, the same sandhill system as Simpson, and just up and down, up and down. Up to this pretty cool little sandhills. It's a bit corrugated at the moment, a few sandhills. It's just like this for 150 k's up and down, up and down. Anyway, great little track. When we're here with Benedicci 25 years ago in the paddle van in January, it was a single lane track basically through here, so being January there was no one around, but it was quite an adventure for us at that time. We had no idea what it'd be like, and two-wheel drive vehicle, and the sand had blown over the track in many places, so you know it was pretty cool. Lucky the paddle van, the XD, had 10-inch tyres on the back, so big wide tyres, and you know got through it pretty good. But it was a cool little trip back then. Anyway, that's what the track looks like. Cameron's Corner to Moolawatana, and we'll hit the Lecky. Whoa, shit! Didn't blow around and do that. Oh, big sandhill after that. Next big sand pit after that next sandhill. You'll see it. Whoa! Right through that pretty well, but that scared me. Alright, so next time we'll take it A is when we hit the Lecky. Alright guys. Cattle camp. Bit like up in Malunga, just to work up there. Cattle station. Usher on horseback. Yeah, well here we are on the Lecky. Sun's starting to drop, and it's a pretty rough road. A lot rougher than I thought it would be. Hasn't been graded for, I don't know, maybe 6 months I reckon. Had a lot of rain on it, so yeah, no, it's pretty corrugated and big holes. Anyway, this is Lecky, 300 or 400 k's like this, and we're heading basically down to Lyndhurst, and then up to Maree. So yeah, it's a rough old road this one, but we'll give another hour, and then we'll try and find some trees, duck off into the bush, and make camp for the night. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is Lecky, nothing much interesting really, just 300-400 k's. But south of here is, you know, up here ahead, then south is the Flinders Ranges, and some really interesting stuff around this, not far from here. So I'd love to come back. Haven't really done the Flinders Ranges. We've done a quick trip through, but not much, and I'd love to spend a few weeks around that area. So that'll be another trip. And yeah, at the moment we're just really trying to get to Aluna is all we're doing. But coming this way has been really good. You know, out of the Gulf, Broken Hill, Adelaide, we could have done tar all the way to Ayers Rock, but we're still doing 100. You know, and you know, much more interesting out here on the tracks rather than on the main road, and I reckon it's a bit shorter as well. All right, no worries, guys. There's Stretch Lucky. There's a little creek bed in the middle of nowhere. A gorgeous spot. And he's got his flower out. There's even a little fire going here. Well, let's go see what the boys are doing. Look at this setup. Morning, swag. What's cooking, fellas?
We are having a beef stir fry.
That's good.
Beef veggie stir fry.
Hey, that Stockton windshield's working good, Glenn.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, if only he could put it around the right way, right?
Yeah, I know. That's all right. We know. Oh, that looks good, eh? That even smells good. I've actually learned something today, Glenn.
What is it?
I've realised something, which is a good selling point. Like, it's one thing to have all the gear, but you've got to be able to get to it within 20 seconds. That's something I've learned. Like,
Good thing we've mastered that then, eh?
Yeah. That's the first question I asked Brennan. I said, "Where'd you pack it?"
yeah, that's right. You've been saying that a lot today. Where'd you put this? Zip ties. Where'd you pack it, Brendan?
Yeah.
So, but that's a good
We've been
key,
on
isn't
to
it? You know, like for a tip for people, it's fine to have it, but you've got to be able to
Find it.
Like if you ask me out of this setup, you know, grab a carp or a zip tie, I get to you in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's when you got it really nailed, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying you haven't, but you know.
We can say from the back to the back, the back seats to all the way to the back, somewhere there.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Good, nice little fire, Miss Downey. You good?
Yeah.
Making my little toasty. I'm going to eat it before it gets cold. I just wanted to say hello to the boys. I just cut a little thing for put the pot on. How's today? Good?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good?
really good.
What are you hiding? You got oh, what's it? I saw you hiding something there. That's not 2 middle noodles, is it? Oh my goodness, Chef Darren. Glenn, did you see that?
What's that?
She's got 2-minute noodles.
Yeah.
And you know what else? She tried to hide it. Jeez. That's when I noticed it, when she tried to hide it. Yeah, well, the thing is that noodles is our spare tucker from 6 months ago, and I said we got to eat this bloody thing because it was in the road. I've been moving it. So I did ask her to get rid of it and eat it. Thanks for getting rid of that noodles. It was annoying me, Darren.
Yeah.
When can I have my puffer vest back?
You can have it now.
No, it's not cold enough. All right, good camp. We're on the Inner Data track, heading towards William Creek. And that's Lake Eyre South right there. Pretty good view of it. Mostly empty on this side. I'm not sure, you know, whether it's got some water in it further up, but yeah, so it's a bit rough too. So this is the Tibuburra track. We're going to pull up at Coward Springs, have a quick look. William Creek for lunch, might get a steak sandwich, and then we'll keep going. We'll probably go across to Coober, Pedy. So we met up with Uncle Richard this morning, and he's got a mate, Gary, a mate of ours, and his wife Robin. So they're just going to come with us to maybe to Ayers Rock, and then sort of head home to Adelaide. But they're going to be with us for a couple of days. Richard, of course, is going to come the whole way. So yeah, we pulled up on the Strzelecki track last night, and we'd had some, yeah, the trucks on the Strzelecki are doing about 20 k's an hour. It's really slow. It's a pretty rough track at the moment, not graded or anything. And so anyway, we camped at this creek bed overnight, and the Starlink wasn't working. So I thought, you know, sure, as often happens, you know, you get a heap of corrugations and, you know, things sort of fall apart a bit. So I thought maybe something wrong with the Starlink connection, and we got my multimeter out, had power, checking all the connections, couldn't find anything wrong with it. It was getting power, just wasn't getting any service. So, but it turned out what was wrong was we were camped too close to trees. So what seems to be the case is, particularly with a flat mounted like this, is the vehicle needs to be pointing south, because the first 2 nights the car just happened to be pointing south. We had great service, but last night we were pointing, the car was pointing east, and it was partly covered by these big ghost gums, you know. So yeah, we got out this morning and got in clear space, turned it on, it was working, so that's great. You know, if we don't have internet, it doesn't matter to us really, but it's nice to keep in touch with families, especially Glenn and Brendan. But if we want to do a daily update, we've got to have internet. So my big concern is whether it's going to hold up and last, and because we've modified it, whether it will break down. And I thought last night, yeah, one day corrugation was gone, but anyway, it's still working, so that's good. Anyway, so yeah, we had a good night, had a fire, had some dinner. So yeah, William Creek, we're going to head across to Coober, Pedy, I think. Gary's got a vehicle, you know, just a standard Mazda twin cab. It's pretty low in the back. It's got a little trailer he just bought. He's never been camping before really, so not the best prepared. And I think we're best to, yeah, go Coober, Pedy and then up the highway from there, which is good for us too, because we want to get there as quick as we can really, to Ayers Rock, you know, and then west from there. So that's sort of our plan at the moment. That's it really. This is the track. So I have been here once before, been in Dutchie in the panel van, up this track here, but I haven't been here on this. Oh no, I have actually. I've come here on the 47 on this track, so I've been here twice. This is the 3rd time up here to Dada. Yeah, so hasn't changed much, I don't think. Alright, no worries guys. Coward Springs.
Sorry, Danny.
Don't splash her hair. How is it, Benny? Good?
Good.
This is Coward Springs.
Yeah.
Not as hot as I
Who wants bubble bath?
was hoping.
bum. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
This is my mate Richard. So we've come all this way to meet him up in Murray.
Hello.
And Richard was telling us we're in Coward Springs, and there's an old station over there. And you were saying, Richard, you've been on the old Ghan Railway in the 60s.
Yeah, back in early 60s, used to run straight through here, the old Ghan.
Yeah. And where were you headed?
Back to Alice Springs.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the actual Ghan, the original train.
that's it. Chucking along about 20 kilometres an hour.
Was that all?
Yep, that's it.
20
Yep.
k's an hour?
Yep.
Wow. That would have taken a few days.
You
or-
can do 100 now, you know, in a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And you
So-
could sleep on the train, or was
Yeah,
there just
yeah.
seats?
You had sleeping area, you had sitting area. dining and everything, you know. Yeah.
Wow. And when did it finish, the line? When did they
I'm not
finish
too
it up?
sure. Late 60s, 70s, I think they started putting in the new line.
And would that have been a diesel train back then, or wasn't?
Yeah, diesel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
When did it open, do you know? Like, how long was it running for?
I'm not too sure, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eh?
I mean, Murray was a big town then, like stopover, the population was fairly big, and then you had a lot of the Afghan early settlers and Cameleers, that was their base.
Yeah. Wow.
And springs like this, they're in instance, people knew all these springs existed, so they'd use that as a stepping stone when they're hunting or travelling from point A to point B. Then I think this one was so-called discovered. It was discovered before 1861.
Yeah.
And they named it after someone. Yeah.
Mr. Coward.
Mr. Coward.
By the sounds of it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, mate. We're going to keep going up the track to William Creek, eh?
Yep.
Righto. So nice little road. This. Have a look here. Yeah, it's almost like a runway. It has been a bit rough, but this is William Creek to Coober Pedy, and we're about halfway. So yeah, I think we're going to get to Coober Pedy and then just head north a little bit on the main road. Pull off into the bush, find a spot. Caught up with Richard and Gary, and Gary's wife Robin, so they're with us now. And yeah, we're going good. The truck's doing about, I'm not sure if I said that before, the truck's doing about 18 to 19 litres per 100 at the moment. So yeah, we've got 3 jerry cans, and we might even have to get a 4th. I'm not sure, but that's a few people have been asking what sort of fuel we're doing, and that's what we're doing about. You know, on the tar, probably about 18. We're doing 18 up to Dubbo, and then on this gravel or the dirt, doing about 19. So what it's going to do on the actual tracks, we're not really sure, but you'd have to imagine 20, 21. So yeah, you know, although we got a 185 litre ARB tank, it's a pretty big tank, 185 litres. It's not enough to get to halfway on the canning. So 3, maybe even 4 jerry cans. You know, it's just hard to predict how slow you're going to be going. You're going to be not all the time in 4-wheel drive, but whatever I can be in 2-wheel drive, probably will. But 4-wheel drive, you'd have to think a fair bit of it, and hopefully we don't have to get in low range. If you're in low range, you're really going to be chewing the fuel, you know. So what we'll do is we'll keep each truck, there's only 3 trucks, we'll keep a jerry can each that we won't use, and then if we run a bit short, we can just put 3 jerrys into one vehicle. They can go ahead and fill some jerrys up. It's not a bad idea. Otherwise, things should be fine. Anyway, yeah, nice little track, William Creek to Coober Pedy. I did this in the 47 a long time ago, so I've been here once before. And yeah, we're just a quick stop. It'd be great to stay overnight in Coober Pedy and have a look around. I'd love to stay the night there, but we don't have time this trip. Really pushing on and trying to get to, you know, Ayers Rock and Emeluna. So a quick stop and then out the road, find a spot off the road where we can get a fire going. Alright, thanks guys. Right, here we are, out in the bush, just north of Coober Pedy.
It's stunning.
And Rich has got his little 1.2 Desert Cruiser. Rob and Gary got a little Maverick, I think it is. Look at that. Darren is cooking dinner, boys cooking dinner. How you going, Gary?
Nothing to complain about, mate.
Good to meet up again, mate, eh? From
Good to catch up with you guys.
Canberra to Adelaide to Coober Pedy,
Yes,
basically.
quite an adventure.
Yeah.
May keep rolling on.
Yeah. And you were trucking a little trailer to the belt today. There's a rough road, some of that.
Yeah, no, all turned out all right. So.
We were scooting along and kept up easy, eh? Done well, Richard, didn't
Done well, yeah.
Never missed a beat.
When Robin turned off to the state, the port, and she said, "We're going to Port Augusta. That's the road that way." So we lost that.
How'd you go today, Glennie? No mishaps?
No, none today.
I did spot a bag fall on the ground, so that was 1 point. So
Well,
that's
probably
4
more than
now.
one actually. Probably roughly about 12.
What's for dinner, Brendan?
Tell you what, we haven't quite decided. My co-pilot today would like schnitzel,
Oh yeah.
Snitchel today.
which he may have got out of the freezer this morning in preparation. But we haven't decided what's accompanying the schnitzel.
Right.
Beer.
Beer.
What sort of schnitzel? Pork or chicken?
Chicken. You want a piece? It's very good.
I got noodles, I think. So Glenn's a co-pilot, is he?
Yeah,
Today.
he was.
Yeah. Like I found that I just come straight to Brendan with the questions because if I come to you, you're like, oh, I'll have to ask Brendan.
Brand does the packing.
Well, he is your older brother, so
That's right. He
That's
should.
right.
Well,
There is a
older and
seniority
wiser.
there.
Yeah, that's it. Put all the pressure on him, mate.
I
I
was
see.
just saying earlier, like one's better looking, but the other's more handsome.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
Clearly we're neutral.
See what Downey's doing. What's happening over here, Downey? Hiding, are you?
Yes.
Got the induction going, using all my power. Just sucked 200 amps out of my battery.
How many percent I got left?
Let's have a look. Oh, you've only used 9%, 8%. You got
That's
heaps.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
91. So you got heaps. Beautiful place. Just off the side of the road. The highway's just 500 metres over there. Coober Pedy's down there. It's on the road out Uncle Rich, and he said just up here, 40 k's out of Coober Pedy, there's some mulga trees, and you can pull in there. So that's what we did. So Richard, are these the mulga trees you were talking about?
Yeah, matey, yeah, mulga trees, yeah.
These are mulga, are they?
Mulga.
Yeah. That's what we're burning, and it's geez, bloody hard, isn't it? Hard timber.
It is, you know, yeah.
Chopped her up, and
They pretty well, there's family groups right across, you know, the different types of mulga trees, and
yeah,
they burn well, yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And you knew this spot was here. You said turn off 20 k's up here where the tree line
an
are.
idea goes up and down in the truck, and then you sort of get a fair idea of where,
Hmm.
and yeah. Because back there it was sort of fenced off because of all the mining,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they didn't want people going in and off, where when you get out in the open space then you've got a chance to find a good camp.
Yeah, yeah. And you've been up and down here in the truck from Alice to Darwin,
Couple of times,
right?
but mainly than the vehicle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nice spot for a first night camp on the trip, eh?
It is, yep.
Look, that looks like a little transier.
It is a little, it's an old transient, right? So it's still solid.
Yeah.
The new ones are really flimsy.
Well, they never get old, though, do they? Those things,
No,
they last
no.
forever.
We love it.
I had one from the army days.
I'm a bit addicted to my transient.
And you're running metho, like a little
Yeah.
metho cooker?
They bottle.
Nice.
And
That's
we
the way.
40 years, 40-year-old
we made a
transient.
coffee in 6 minutes
45-year-old.
today.
Okay.
Lunchtime by gunning it.
So how'd you get into that? Were you guys used to hiking, or?
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah,
Getting a bit old now.
When we lived up in Whyalla.
yeah.
Plus I did, I've done, I don't know if you know, it's ever heard of op flinders?
No.
Okay, I've done 7 Operation Flinders.
Oh, okay.
You go up to the North Flinders Ranges with 10 naughty kids,
Ah,
walking for 9 days for full packs.
yeah.
And how many hours?
Yeah, right. That's what Glenn needs to do.
I absolutely agree. He should
Don't you?
lead.
Yes.
No, he was jogging like an athlete today.
Now you want to see a jog?
Right.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
Jogging down the hill.
Yeah, Richard, so that sounds like a plan. We'll come in here and, yeah, Downey wants to look at ours rock. So
Yes.
Yep,
show her that, and then you want to show her the algas.
The algas, have a look at the algas, definitely. Yep.
And we're going to head,
Pretty there. Yep.
head out past Docker River.
Yep.
And we're going to try and camp just outside the park here
Yeah.
in the bush. That's the plan there. And then
Yep.
Yeah, so I've never been
Then we'll go
west
on
from here. Have you been on these tracks at all? Have you been west from here?
across from the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, many times. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Down through here.
yeah, carting oversized hats. Yep.
Yeah,
in the
right.
truck, Yeah.
So we're thinking about doing, says here, Darren, we're thinking about doing the old gun barrel here,
Yep.
down to Warburton,
Yep.
and then the old gun barrel here into Wiluna. Have you done the old gun barrel?
Not that one. No.
Yeah, right.
No, that's all new. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this goes down to Laverton, doesn't it? Here.
It does. Yep. Yeah. Laverton, Lenora. Yep.
And what did you used to carry down there?
Huts, oversized huts.
Oh, okay. For the,
truck,
for the
yes.
mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. What sort of rig were you driving?
Mac.
Yeah.
Yep, Mac, and sometimes single, sometimes double, sometimes triple.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Is there any tar through there, or is it all gravel?
All road, but they maintain it really well.
Yeah.
They did, They
Yeah.
did. Yep.
All right. So I think if we camp up on Ayers Rock, and then we could we'll be camping probably somewhere on this gun barrel here, won't we? I'd say on the night after Ayers Rock, we'll be up in here
Oh,
somewhere.
definitely. Yep.
We won't get to Wiluna, but we'll be able to get to Wiluna on that third night.
Beyond the third night. Yep. We don't know what's the goings like on these tracks here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be overgrown, wash out.
Well, we don't want to get, find that it's really slow and get bogged down, I mean, because really we want to get to Wiluna, so if it's too rough, we can ask the guys here.
We can ask that Warrakuna store manager and see who knows that track.
Yeah.
And if it's sort of iffy, if the locals say, might be too rough or wash out, then we'll go straight
well, we
to
can definitely do
Warrakuna.
this, definitely this one anyway, because that should be good enough.
Yeah, we can take our time doing that to Wiluna, Yeah.
All right, well, that sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
Shooting up and cracking a left here, there's right.